The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global network marketing company with a presence across the globe. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemo Him surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. Developed as part of a national project by the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, Hemo Him holds 23 international patents and made history in 2023 by being the first in the country to offer dual health benefits, immune boost and fatigue relief. Absolute Cell Active Skincare, a flagship product, has surpassed 1 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It received the King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office, a first in cosmetics, and was named a world-class product for next generation by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Atomy prioritizes customers, earning customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, a rare industry feat. Since opening its US branch in 2010, Atomy has grown into a global hub, linking producers and consumers worldwide through 27 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe. Atomy products have proven highly popular in international markets, topping exports in health functional foods and over-the-counter medications. Following the $300 million Export Tower Award, the company's total exports reached 1.8 billion in 2024. After launching its EU branch, Atomy plans to expand globally, focusing on Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. Success seminars that bridge online and offline realms vividly communicate Atomy's vision to members worldwide, presenting a vision of global success that goes beyond time and space by merging business and culture. The ACT project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower active members around the world. Atomy continues to provide unwavering support for success, including the reopening of Songnisan Forest as a hub for the Atomy brand experience. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy is implementing various policies to ensure sustainable coexistence with the Earth. The company promotes resource recycling and environmental restoration through product renewals aimed at zero plastic initiatives, increasing the use of biodegradable plastics and eco-friendly materials, and introducing smart packaging solutions. Atomy's contributions surpass not only its industry and the distribution sector, but also stand at the top level nationally. Over the past 3 years, the company's donation percentage relative to revenue has been 30 times that of the distribution industry, ranking first among Korea's top 500 companies. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family-Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Korea. Atomy's culture of sharing has expanded beyond national borders, with the company, members, partner companies, and executives actively engaging in social contribution activities worldwide. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Yan, good morning po sa ating lahat and live na rin po tayo sa ating YouTube channel, Atomy Ariel Cavite, Aja Center. Isend natin yung link sa lahat ng ating group chat, sa ating mga partners para ma-review po nila itong morning meeting natin for today. And this is Sharon Rose Master Julian Balya, ako ang MC niyo for today. Mag-start na po tayo by reciting our company motto. Paki-open po yung ating camera and paki-unmute po yung ating mic at sabay-sabay po natin i-recite ang ating company. Ready position please.
Yep.
Company motto, go. Cherish the
Cherish the
spirit, create
spirit,
the
create the
vision,
vision,
follow the faith,
follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja.
Thank you everyone. And yung topic natin for today is the law of own mind by our very own chairman, Mr. Park Hang-gu. Panoorin po natin.
It's the last one-day seminar. COVID-19 really needs to go away quickly. Whether it goes away or not, we still have to do what we have to do. Atomy is a company that began with the declaration that it will rewrite the history of network marketing. The fact that Atomy has rewritten the history of network marketing is now widely recognized. One of the things that Atomy has rewritten in the history of network marketing is that the products make the business. We really drilled down and found that selling a good product at a low price is the best way to do network marketing. We would be competing with completely different distribution channels, such as discount stores, TV home shopping, and internet shopping malls, and we would win against them in price and quality. People don't buy things at discount stores because they give out compensation. People make repeated purchases at discount stores because they have daily necessities at a relatively good price and quality. Network marketing, well, it can be the same way. We resolved to show them that, and that is how we began. And now, everyone knows that Atomy products are cheap and good. Even people that don't do business here are saying that Atomy products are cheap and nice. Another thing that we rewrote into history was as a company that reached $1 billion in sales 10 years after its founding. And not even 3 years after reaching $1 billion, this global company is already passing its $2 billion mark in sales. Atomy has established itself as a truly global company. It became a company that now has more international sales than it does domestic. Even now, international sales are rapidly growing. It's growing with great speed. with more than 40% growth per year. Last year, when the world seemed to stop because of the COVID-19 pandemic, Atomy branched out to 5 new countries. Our catchphrase for last year was that we must go on even if it is windy. And we declared that the stronger the wind, the higher the kite flies. And we have done exactly that. In other words, Atomy has definitely rewritten the history of network marketing. We have come up with a new catchphrase for 2022. Renewed day by day. Every day is new at Atomy. Renewed day by day. We are new. We have made history anew. However, we must not stop there. We have to be renewed every day. Yesterday's Atomy should be different from today's Atomy, and today's Atomy must be different from tomorrow's Atomy. Of course, the fundamental principles, such as absolute quality, should remain the same, without any change. However, when situations arise, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, we are a company that challenges itself consistently to battle the hardships and find new ways. We are now confident, both internally and externally, that Atomy is a company that does not yield to any adversity, but a company that grows bigger by using each adversity, using it as a stepping stone for development. That is the Atomy DNA. And I am confident that Atomy has become a company that will last for a century. What do you think is the biggest reason that Atomy has done so well? The absolute quality, absolute price principle we stood on was the driving force of Atomy's growth and has become a catchphrase that can never be changed. Atomy selects products that are sure to be manufactured with the best technology. If anyone were to do their very best work, they would be at Atomy standards. And no one would be able to sell that product at the price that we can. They would trip over themselves trying to catch up with us. This is how we achieve absolute price. You have to realize that we don't make cheap products to sell them cheap. If you tell me that you found a place that it sells it for cheaper, well, then I'd get frustrated. For example, someone told me that they've seen 20-cent toothbrushes. I know that there are 20-cent toothbrushes, but those would be for emergency, one-time uses. You might be able to find one that sells for 20 cents. However, there is no toothbrush you can find for 99 cents that you could use consistently. We prioritized quality first, and then we decided that we would sell that at the lowest price. Discount stores sold toothbrushes from the same factory as ours at $2.20. Sometimes they would do bundle sales like buy 2, get 1 free, and their lowest price was at $1.60. I wanted to make toothbrushes that everybody could use, and I wanted to sell them for less than $1. That's how we got 99-cent toothbrushes. I still remember the CEO of the factory saying, you can't make toothbrushes that cheap. And I told him that I would sell 10 million of these toothbrushes. When I told him, he scoffed at me again. You think toothbrushes sell well, but there's never been an instance where a single model sold that well. But I told him that I could sell it. And Atomy now sells over 30 million toothbrushes per year. Lowering the price of a mere toothbrush isn't done just by cutting the price. We improved the whole process. I declared that we would not change the design of the toothbrush. Why would we keep changing the design when our mouths don't change? I wouldn't change the design until our mouths changed first. That way, we could make the exact same product continuously for 10 years, then 20 years. Why not make it completely automatic and build it so that there can be a 24-hour, fully robotic manufacturing process? Would that lower the cost or not? The cost would go down. Then, I told them to buy raw materials in ton bags instead of just bags. After that, I told them that I would pay for the materials up front with cash. That cut 20% of the raw material costs, right? We went through all of these cost cuts to match the low price of the toothbrush. This means that no one can manufacture the toothbrush and sell it for 99 cents. It is the product of absolute quality, absolute price. Same goes for Hemohim. Before Hemohim was sold at Atomy, it was sold at another company. But they would sell 60 sticks for $770. They should have made tons of profit, but their factory was in debt. I visited Colmar B&H, and I talked to them. They were selling 500 boxes per month. When producing a single round of products, they produced 3,000 sets. If 3,000 sets were produced at once, they would sell them for 6 months. That means that they would run the factory twice per year. With sales like this, the factory would not be profitable. Even if they sold it for $7,700 instead of $770, there was zero chance of success. Then I suggested a price. I suggested selling this for 1/10 of its original price. But I would sell 100,000 sets per month. The company would 100% go bankrupt if it sold 500 boxes per month for $770. The possibility that we could sell 100,000 sets per month at 1/10 of the price was not 100% either. Of course not. I told them that there was maybe a 1% probability that it would happen. Would you take the path that is 100% likely to fail, or the path with even just a 1% chance of success? I asked them that, and they understood me. So we started lowering the price. We couldn't lower it all at once. We made a box with 30 sticks and cut its price to 1/4. After that, we started large-scale production, and we put 60 sticks in the box for the same price, which is how many we put in now. Now, we are selling it for almost 1/10 of the price of the original. Now, we're selling way more than 200,000 boxes per month. And it is taking its place as the premier health food of not just Korea, but of the entire world. Atomy sought out absolute quality, absolute price from the beginning. It is still following that principle, and it will continue to do so in the future. When you start business with Atomy, I think it's good to start with a plan to make $50,000, then $100,000 per month. However, people tend to think differently. They think $50,000? I'd be perfectly happy with just $5,000. I've never even made $5,000. How can I make $50,000 every month? Earning $100,000 a month? Is that even possible? They think this way and lower their targets. However, I think that it's because they don't know money very well. The rich people that know the nature of money don't like to talk about the nature of money. Because if there's one thing that the rich are scared of most, it's that everyone in the world would become rich. However, I am a kind rich person, so I want to tell you all some things about money. Everyone, is it easier to earn a lot of money or a little bit? A regular person would think that earning a lot of money is much harder. But let's think about this. The CEO of a department store, the owner of a big supermarket in the city, or an elderly lady that runs a mom and pop store, who would be working the hardest to earn money out of those three? The elderly lady running the mom and pop shop that earns the least but works the hardest. I mean to say that someone that earns $10,000 per month doesn't work nearly as hard as a person that earns $1,000 per month. There are people that make $100,000 per month. There are also people that make $1 million per month. The people that make big money say that nothing is as easy as making money. Then what should you do? Should you make big money or less money? You have to think about making big money. I know I'm being over the top. Just bear with me. Yeah. But this is actually the truth. You have to think to earn a lot of money. People think that making $3,000 to $7,000 per month is a good income, and too many people are crowded right there. There's so much competition. However, not as many people think about positions that earn $50,000 or $100,000 per month. There's less competition. The higher your target, the better. Another thing to consider is the possibility of making that target. For example, you wouldn't say that you will make $100,000 per month if you're running a small mom and pop store. There is a limit to the amount of money you can make there. Take a restaurant with 20 seats. Even if you run the restaurant at full capacity each meal, there's a limit to sales, and there's a certain amount of profit that you can earn. However, Atomy business is not only limited to domestic, but branches out all over the world. So you can definitely make $50,000 or $100,000. You have to set your targets high. Many people, however, would be satisfied with less. They would be happy with $2,000 or $5,000. Sure, you can start like that. However, your final thought should be that you will make $50,000, then $100,000. For some people, Atomy business is nothing. Some people say, the easiest thing I have ever done was the Atomy business. And there are quite a few people in Atomy that say this. Imperial Master Kwang-Yel Kim, he has gone through many jobs and professions, but he said that the Atomy business was the easiest. The Atomy business might be a piece of cake for someone, but very difficult for somebody else. There's a reason for its difficulty. It's not difficult because it's hard. It's just the unfamiliarity that is difficult, never done before. It can be difficult to start something that you have never done. However, that can be overcome. Recommending someone to buy a product can be very hard for first-timers. It's really easy once you open your mouth. Have you used Atomy products? Do you know Atomy? Atomy products, with absolute quality, absolute price, are great products for a cheap price. These are daily necessities, and you can buy them from me. You can make money off your purchases by signing up for membership. You can tell someone this can be done just by memorizing a short speech. Is this hard? Doing this well could earn you $50,000, then $100,000. It's not difficult, but you might find it hard if you're not familiar with it. Many people complain that sales jobs are hard. There was a day that I was enlightened. I was also a beginner once, you know. When I was a contractor, I met up with 10 people every day. Whether it be talking about the products, the compensation process, or the company vision, I would talk to 10 people per day, no matter what. Then I would walk confidently, 120 steps per minute with 70-centimeter wide steps. This was because walking slowly, like this, would lower my spirits as well. I gave myself rules of behavior. And I decided for myself that I wouldn't sleep if I didn't talk to 10 people that day. One day, it was past 11 p.m., near midnight, and I'd only gotten to 9 people. And I thought to myself, I guess I have to sleep outside today if I want to keep the promise I made to myself. Meanwhile, there was a friend on my mind. This friend had a pretty cranky personality. I debated whether to even talk to him. I knew I had to do it sooner or later, but I'd always put it aside because I thought that there was no point. However, that night, I had nowhere else to go, and I called him at 11 p.m. Even though he's a cranky person, he was still a close friend, so I could call him. So I went to his neighborhood, and I called him. I asked, "Are you asleep?" He said he wasn't. "I'm sitting on the swings at the playground in front of your apartment." "What's wrong?" he asked. And I just told him to come out, and he did. I couldn't even get to the topic at first, and we were just talking for 30 minutes when he asked why I called him up at that time. So I told him that I started this network marketing business. And I told him that I wanted to try at least talking to him. He asked, "Did you really start that? How did you make that decision?" I answered, "I can see a big future for it. I read it in a book." He replied, "That's good. What do you sell?" So I rummaged through my bag, got out a product, presented it to him, and told him, "Tell your wife to try using this." And he told me that he would pay me the next day. That's when I realized something. You can't control whether people do something or not. Someone that you thought you could definitely convince didn't budge, while someone you never dreamed of convincing was actually more willing. That's when I became enlightened. Convincing people to do things was not something that I had to worry about. It was all up to the other person's own mind, so I call that law of own mind. Yeah. After I realized the law of own mind, I decided not to think about how the other person would react if I talked to them. It's all their own mind, but whose mind is it to tell that person? That would be mine. If you all do business according to the law of own mind, anyone can succeed. This simple principle is nothing difficult, but some people might find it very hard. To overcome that hardship, you must have a big target. There are people that contemplate, should I wreck my nerves just to earn $2,000 a month? However, what if you could earn $50,000 or $100,000 per month? Help out your family and help those in need around you. You could be that person. You could be respected. No one at your reunion would dare open their wallets in front of you. When I go to reunions and someone offers to pay, someone else says, "Hey, Gill is here. He won't let us pay, so sit down." You could get to a position where when you meet your friends, no one would dare try to pay for you. Also, you might see people in need, family, friends, and relatives. You might want to help them out in times of hardship and pain. You would be able to do more than sending condolences and goodwill. You could help them out in reality. You could give $30,000 to a nephew or niece getting married. I mean, if you earn $100,000 every month, shouldn't you spare $30,000 for your nephew? You could even give them $100,000. It's not hard. What would your position be like then at your household? You become the best aunts and the best uncles. You could be the foundation of your entire family. In these times where retirement might seem like a dark cave, you could get to a place where you have a stable plan for retirement and become someone respected by their children and grandchildren. When you think of all that, going up to a person, talking to them, and sometimes getting rejected is nothing in the grand scheme of things. That's why you must set high targets. You must give yourself targets like $50,000 or $100,000 per month, and it makes you happy just to picture achieving those targets in your head, and that would make you want to do this for the rest of your life. Only then can you overcome all the hardships that you face. The first thing you must do when researching a company is to research and decide, if you were to buy a product once, would you buy it again and use it continuously or not? You have to start by deciding that. buy the product and use it. If you try it and you feel that it's less in quality or price than the products you used to buy at internet shopping malls or at discount stores, then don't do the Atomy business. It'll be hard for you. You can't do it. However, if you feel that Atomy products are so much cheaper and better than the products you were using before, and if you are willing to keep on using Atomy products, even if you didn't earn any money from it, then you should do the Atomy business. Where do you think retired people, the older generation, go every day? They hike up mountains nearby, but hiking can get tiring. It gets boring. There are so many people right now that want to work. Even if they were earning just $1,000 or $500, they're willing to work for even just a small income. If we could provide jobs for that demographic of people, Atomy would have billions of dollars of potential sale growth domestically. And there are those in their 20s and 30s. There aren't many good job opportunities on the market nowadays. Large corporations aren't hiring. That means that little by little, Atomy will take the spotlight as a company with job opportunities that are desirable by young adults. There are instances where young adults in their 30s are making $30,000 per month, while their friends are just making $3,000. These success stories are attracting more and more people in the younger generation to consider Atomy and its potential. This market is destined to grow infinitely. We are preparing to open our office in Brazil and in Germany as well. Europe is a huge market, and we are stepping inside of it. Atomy products have quality on par with European products. Everyone, cosmetic products from Korea are directly comparable to European cosmetics. Did you know that we were the first in the cosmetics industry to receive the King Sejong Award? There have been instances of products receiving the Gill Industrial Research Award. Our product has gotten that award as well. The companies that are paving the way for Korean beauty have received the Gill Award. But Atomy's Absolute Cosmetics is the first to receive the King Sejong Award. K-Beauty will take over the global market, and Atomy is leading the charge. You must not miss this opportunity. Catch the wave and ride it. Then your lives will be changed. Out of all the job opportunities available for us regular people, Atomy business is a business with the potential for high profits. I encourage you to learn more deeply about Atomy. Don't just skim through it, but take your time and watch our videos on YouTube, day or night. If you go through that process of learning and decide that it's not the way for you, then don't do it. Don't learn about it half-heartedly, start it half-heartedly, and then end it half-heartedly. Look into it, study it. And once you put one step forward from the starting line, I hope that you don't lose your way, avoid the distractions, and run towards that 50K, then 100K target. That's all for today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much to our chairman, Mr. Park Hang-gil. Talaga naman pong napakaganda ng kanyang naituro, no? Dahil sabihan po niya tayong dapat nagsiset po tayo ng high, target po tayo ng high at dapat yung target natin nakita dito sa Atomy, yung pinakamataas na nakita natin is 2 million pesos to 4 million pesos. Hindi yung mababa lang, kundi dapat mag-start po tayong mag-target ng mataas para po talagang mag-pursige po tayong makamit yung ating gustong kitain dito sa Atomy. And sabi nga po niya, dapat makipag-usap po tayo sa 10 tao everyday, like yung ginagawa niya nung nag-start pa lang po yung Atomy. na hindi talaga siya titigil hangga't hindi nakaka-10 people. And wag isipin ang sabihin ng iba. Ito po yung the law on minds. Pag nag-share po tayo, wag po tayong magdaramdam. Kung halimbawa, negative po yung taong na-sharean natin or kung ayaw niyang tanggapin yung sinashare natin, ganyan, wag po tayong magdaramdam. Bahala po yung taong yun na mag-decide, pero tayo ay dapat positive pa rin po tayo at continue pa rin po tayo mag-share about sa ating mga produkto at lagi po natin gamitin yung products natin at pag nagustuhan po natin ay gawin po natin yung Atomy business. Yun po yung sabi ng ating president dahil ang Atomy ay isa rin pong company na para sa mga normal na tao para makamit nila yung mga pangarap nila. Yun po yung sa conclusion ko para dun sa ating topic for today. And nag-raise hand po yung ating Sharon Rose Master, Ma'am Lizelle.
And good morning po sa ating lahat. So may appointment po ako ngayon. So gustong-gusto ko pong mag-share tungkol dito sa law of own mind kasi it brings me back nung nagsisimula pa lang ako. Siyempre pag nagsisimula po tayo may yung Sales Master Challenge pa lang, 'di ba? Although Sharon Rose Master na ako, nung Sales Master Challenge po ako, 'di ba yung law of own mind is nasa sa yung decision kung ikaw ang magsasabi, then nasa kanila ang desisyon kung makikinig sila sa iyo or hindi. Yun yung law of own mind. So, na-practice ko po yun kasi sabi ni President Park Han-gil, sabihin mo lang, tapos wag kang mag-worry kung ano yung magiging reaction nila. So, ang ginawa, dati kasi, bago ko i-share yung Atomy, nag-aano na ako, nagja-judge na ako, sasabihin ko, ay, hindi to bibili. Ay, o-offeran ko, ire-reject ako nito. Ganun na agad yung nasa isip ko. Pero simula nung napakinggan ko yung law of own mind ni President Park Han-gil, nagbago na po yung pananaw ko. So kahit sino sinasabihan ko, bahala kayo kung makikinig kayo sa akin or hindi. So one time po, nagkaroon po kami ng challenge. Meron ako itong friend na ito na uh, akala ko talaga is kapag sinairan ko siya ng Atomy products or yung bebentahan ko siya ng Atomy products is ire-reject niya ako. Meron din akong another friend na pag sinabihan ko is feeling ko mag-okay agad siya, bibili agad siya. Tapos so prinactice ko ngayon itong law of own mind. Sinabi ko sa kanila both, yung friend ko na iniisip ko na mag-oo at yung friend ko na iniisip ko na mag-hindi. Tapos minessage ko sila, nag-undergo ako ng challenge ngayon, pwede bang tingnan mo yung mga products na ano na kailangan mo sa bahay kasi ang Atomy is daily necessities, toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner. Tapos yung dalawang friend ko na inaasahan ko na bibili kasi every time na humingi sila ng favor sa akin is pinagbibigyan ko din. So ina-expect ko na pagbibigyan din nila ako. Yun, tapos sabi nila, wala akong kailangan te. Wala daw silang kailangan, dalawa sila. Tapos itong isang friend ko naman na feeling ko hindi niya ako pagbibigyan, sinabi ko pa rin, baka may kailangan ka sa bahay nyo, ganito, ganyan, ganito, ganyan, ganon. Sinabi ko, about din sa Atomy, kasi nagcha-challenge ako, kailangan ko ng sales, so ganito, ganito. Tapos, nung ano po, nung sinabi niya, sige te, tignan ko kung anong kailangan. Tapos sinabi niya lahat yung mga kailangan niya, wala na pala akong lipstick te, ganito, ganyan. So, na-realize ko nun, law of own mind pala, wag tayong mag-judge kasi yung kaibigan natin na akala mo tutulong sa atin or magbibili sa atin, ay hindi pala. Tapos yung ine-expect mo na hindi tutulong, tutulong pala. So simula nun, hindi na ako namimili sa mga kaibigan ko, hindi ko na ginajudge kung bibili ba sila or hindi. Basta importante, o baka may kailangan ka, may ano ka, sabihin ko, and then bahala sila kung paano sila mag-react, 'di ba? So, yun po yung law of own mind na sinasabi sa kaya po sa lahat ng mga nagsisimula, just tell. And don't worry kung ire-reject ka or hindi, kung bibili sila or hindi. Don't worry, basta wag kang mag-prejudge, wag kang mag-decide sa sarili mo, wag kang mag-law of own mind. Kasi hindi mo alam yung magiging reaction ng mga tao, di ba? Ganon din sa pag-invite ng seminar. In-invite yung tao, ay hindi sasama to kasi may trabaho. Pero malay mo pala, sasama pala siya, di ba? So, or kaya ay sasama to kasi marami ng favor to sa akin, ganon. Yung pala, hindi. So, yung mga ganong bagay. So, gusto ko lang po bigyan ng encouragement lahat ng mga bago na magsalita lang kayo. It's your decision to tell. It's their decision to follow or listen to you. Yan lamang po at thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sharon Rose Master, Ma'am Lizelle Valle. Thank you sa na-share mo. At talagang totoo po yun na huwag tayong mag-judge based sa nakikita natin. Basta sabi lang po tayo ng sabi. At kung desisyon na po ng sinasabihan po natin, kung tatanggapin niya or kung anong masasabi po niya, Pero wag po nating dibdibin kasi yung mga first time po natin minsan na-share din po nila sa amin na napapanghinaan sila kung meron pong mga nagno-no sa kanila or ganyan. Wag niyong dibdibin, matulog pa rin kayo ng mahimbing kinagabihan. Hayaan niyo lang po sila. Sila yung nawalan, hindi tayo dahil sinishare natin ay napakaganda pong business, napakaganda ng kanyang quality ng mga products na talagang proven natin na very effective. Kaya tuloy-tuloy lang po tayong mag-share. Malay natin sa kasi-share natin, matatagpuan din po natin kung sino talaga yung magiging kasama natin dito sa atin. Yan po. Again, palakpakan po natin ang bawat isa dahil nandito po tayo sa ating morning meeting for today. And thank you din po sa ating mga YouTube viewers. And sa mga hindi po naka-join, isend po natin ang link sa lahat ng mga hindi po naka-join. And ngayon, mag-proceed muna tayo sa ating center announcement bago po tayo mag-end. Sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-like and subscribe sa ating mga social media accounts, huwag niyong kalimutang i-like and subscribe lahat ng mga social media accounts po natin, lalo na sa mga new members po natin. Pag mayroon tayong new encoded members, i-share natin agad sa kanila yung ating mga social media accounts. Yung ating center, Facebook page and YouTube channel, Atomy Ariel Cavite Aja Center. At huwag nyo rin pong kalimutang i-like ang Facebook page ng ating center sa Pagadian, Atomy Ariel Pagadian Aja Center. At ganun din po yung Facebook page and YouTube channel ng Atomy Philippines, yung kanilang Facebook page, Atomy PH _ official at ang YouTube channel, Atomy Philippines Official. Ayan, iniimbitan ko rin po ang lahat na mag-join this coming June 26, 2025. Thursday po yan, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. sa ating Atomy Philippines Pick-up Center. Ang ating Atomy Vision, Sharon Rose Master Salts. Spirito, Marketing Plan, Diamond Master Jane Manorinya. At ang Product Introduction, Diamond Master Doktora Teresa Torreja. Sa mga, may mga target po kayong mga partners sa may mga sakit, magandang dalhin po natin dahil nandun po si Doktora. Para sa ating morning meeting po on Monday, ang topic po natin is members testimony. Ang speakers natin, Pagadian members. Mag-ready po yung ating mga Pagadian members. Ayan, meron din pong promo para sa ating June 26 na one-day seminar. Bukas po yan. Pag mga pagdala po tayo ng new member, ay makakasali po tayo sa raffle na ito. Malay nyo, dahil po yung swertehin at pag nabunot po yung pangalan natin, pati yung new member po natin, ay magkakaroon po ng prize. Kaya make sure magdala po tayo ng ating mga new invite. Ayan, meron din po tayong ongoing promo, Atomy Philippines 9th Anniversary Raffle. Sa lahat po ng mga makakapag-order ng single receipt na 20,000 pesos from June 16 to June 30, 2025 ay makakasali po sa raffle na ito. Kailangan po single receipt pa kahit ibili mo po sa iyong partners o sa baba mo, pero ikaw ang receiver, ikaw po yung makakasali po sa ating raffle. Ayan, ongoing pa rin po yung mga PB app, yung ating Hong Samdan, Absolute Snow Set, and yung ating Energizing, naka-PB app po yan. Para sa mga consumers po ng mga products na ito, isabihan po natin sila para mas malaking PB po yung ma-accumulate po natin. Kung may iba pa kayong concern, paki-message na lang po ako or ang ating leader, Diamond Master Julian Tabiano. At pwede rin po kayo mag-join sa ating morning meeting actual sa mga nandito sa Cavite, Cavite nearby areas po. Meron po tayong actual morning meeting from Monday to Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Ganyan po yung ating center announcement. At kung meron po kayong kilala sa Pagadian, gustong i-passes, gustong i-affiliate, kontakin niyo ang ating center head, Diamond Master Chal Mantos. Kanyang contact number or visit ang ating center po doon sa 4th floor, Mantos Building, BM Sergi Street, San Francisco, Pagadian City. Hanggang yan po yung ating mga center announcement. And ngayon, mag-end po tayo by reciting our company motto. Paki-open na lang po yung ating camera. And paki-unmute po yung ating mic at sabay-sabay po natin i-recite ang ating company motto. Ready position, please.
Yep.
Company motto, go. Cherish the
Cherish the
spirit,
spirit,
create the
create the vision,
follow the faith,
follow the faith, serve humility.
Aja.
Aja.
Thank you everyone. Ingat po kayo.
Thank you.